Good day, my name is Erich Schoeman. Welcome to Matters of the Soul. This is video number 3 in the series on focus. You know, the field of psychology has done extensive research on how to help people reach goals. You'll remember the book by Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I'm also referring to some of the work of Dr. Jay Wu in this talk. Now, I'm going to focus on 4 different aspects. Firstly, the what, then the why, and then the how, and then who. So for you, when you are setting goals, you, as Stephen Covey has said, you have to begin with the end in mind. You know, if we think of long-term goal setting, what we'd like to do is to make and set goals that is linked to learning and growing, linked to something that motivates you to become better or to grow, or something that is attached to a higher value than what you've presently got. Short-term goals, you'd like to set concrete, measurable goals. But for those long-term ones, you want to rather set a goal that will be attached to growing. For instance, for Christians, Hebrews 12 applies here. For you in life, you'd like to set the goal of following Christ, and resting in his strength and wisdom and plan, and surrendering to his will. Thus, you want to say, I want to love Jesus because he first loved me. I want to follow his plan and serve and obey him for my life. Can you see that's attached to a big thing? And then then there are short-term goals of reaching this and sorting this out with the Lord's help. And the next step is why. Why do you want to do this? Because if you are busy with a lot of things, but you don't really know the why, then you might lose motivation to take you through to the end. What is the bigger picture in your life? Your goals should be linked to those bigger values in your life. And for the Christian, does it link to your values? Does it link you to Christ and God's plan through Christ for his kingdom? So does your goal link with being Christ-centered, or money-centered, spouse-centered, possession-centered, intelligence-centered? What is important for you? So for a Christian, you want to be Christ-centered. Hebrews 12 says we want to run this race. We want to throw off the sin that so easily entangles us and all the other weights, the burdens of life. Let the Lord carry them. And keep your eyes focused on Jesus, who has run this race for you on your behalf. And he has given you an example. He has kept his mind set on the joy beyond the cross. Then he despised the shame. He endured the pain of the cross, but keeping his mind with that end goal in mind. And he kept his mind there. And therefore he could sustain the journey. And then the fourth part is, or the third part is how. Make sure that your goal is about a challenge and not a threat. So you'd like to phrase your goal in a positive way. For instance, a threat is I have to figure out how not to upset my spouse so that she doesn't leave me. It sounds quite threatening. A challenge is I want to reset my relationship with my spouse by learning new communication skills. Can you see the difference? So instead of serving God out of a fear of punishment or rejection, you rather ask the Lord to reveal his love for you so that you can serve him out of gratitude and for his grace and goodness. So you can learn how the Lord wants. For example, let's say how a Christian can say this. I want to learn the ways of the Lord in my marriage, in how to treat my wife in a loving way as Christ loved me when I was still a sinner. Can you see that's a positive way? Instead of saying, I have to love my wife now and learn because the Lord's angry at me or she's going to leave me. It's a fear-based. And then the fourth part is who. So you want to join others or ask them to help you, keep you accountable to reach your goal. Now, it makes it easier to reach your goal and harder to give up if you are walking alongside others or you've told others about your goal, since you're not alone in your mission. And for me, I've got lots of of Christian brothers who walks this road with me. They help keep me accountable. I keep myself accountable with them, and I inform them of my life goal, and to serve the Lord, and that's the bigger goal. And then what is the goal for this year? And what is the Lord saying for this year? What is the shorter term goal? So they're walking alongside me. And I've also got other people around me with my short-term goals, my 1 month goal, my 1 quarter goal. So try to set up people. So then to summarize, there are 4 areas. It is the what. What are you going to do? Begin with that end in mind. And then why? Link it to your values. And then how? Make sure it's a challenge, how you phrase it, not a threat, that it's got a positive challenge to it so that it keeps you motivated. And then who? Attach people to it or do it with people. So that's focus number 3 for you. Please subscribe and like all of our Matters of the Soul social media. Go and check us out there. Cheers.